Okay, I'm going to tell you a honey trap story. Honey traps are out there. Honey traps happen. They happen a lot more than people think because a lot of them are not reported. People are too embarrassed, the victims are too embarrassed to tell others that they were extorted by somebody they thought they were in love with or something like that. Anyway, this one happened in South Florida, where a lot of this stuff happens. And as I said, a lot of it's not reported, but believe me, it happens. This gentleman, the victim, if we want to call him a victim, successful man, owned a medical insurance company. So he's got plenty of money. He's got the house, nice wife, kids. He's living the American dream. But like most guys, when they hit their 40s or 50s, he hits a midlife crisis. He's bored. He's got everything he wants, apart from excitement. So to get that excitement, the cheap thrills, he started hanging around strip bars, which to me is stupid anyway. I understand that business, and it's a very lucrative business if you're providing the services. But if you're one of the punters going in and spending the money, you're just going to get fleeced. That's it. There's a meme going around political meme saying, if you believe social media and politicians, you're the same type of person that believes a stripper actually likes you. That sums up that world. Anyway, this guy got friendly with a specific stripper and took her out on a date. So, where are you going to take a stripper on a date? Well, this guy, because he was a nice gentleman, took her to the theater. After their date, takes her home, and she asks him, does he want to come upstairs? Well, of course he wants to come upstairs. He's hit the jackpot. In his mind, he's going to bang some chick that's half his age, very, very attractive, etc. He's living the Tony Soprano dream, right? Anyway, gets upstairs, gets into the girl's apartment. What this guy didn't know was in the apartment next door was this girl's boyfriend. So, what's the boyfriend going to do? The boyfriend calls the police. Tells the police he thinks there's a woman in the apartment next to his being assaulted. Was this pre-planned? Yeah, 250% pre-planned. Now, for that type of call, of course, the police are going to come quickly and in force because somebody's life could be at risk. They're not messing around, they're not playing. So when they get to the apartment, they knock on the apartment door. The girl answers the door. And again, madam, are you okay? No, this man, the victim, she accuses him of trying to rape her. Okay, to make things even better for their plot, the girl had taken the guy's wallet. So now this man, how can I put it? Now, this guy that thought he was Tony Soprano has gone from living his dream to being in a complete nightmare. He's now been accused of rape, and he's got no identification. His wallet's gone. Now, in most places in the US, if you can't prove who you are, if you don't have ID on you, the police can hold you for 72 hours. I believe. I'm sure I'll be corrected on that. But if you've got no ID and you've just been accused of rape, where are you going? Straight to jail. So, this man is now sat in jail. I take it his wife got the phone call to bail him out of jail. Now when he's out of jail, he's looking at felony rape charges to start with. And you've got to remember, in his business, he needs business licenses. If he's a convicted felon, he's not going to get any business licenses. He's not going to be able to vote. Attempted rape is a sex offense, so he'll be on the sex offenders list. He'll have to register as a sex offender. So now you've got somebody that was a respectable pillar of the community looking at being a convicted felon and sex offender, which is going to screw his life up big time. You've also got to remember in the US, it's not just the conviction. Even if you're not convicted, the arrest is on your record. So anybody can check your record and see he was arrested for a sex offense, or see that he was arrested for a sex offense. Okay, so his world has just gone from what he thought was going to be an erotic night of passion turned into a nightmare a night of hell. So, how did this develop? Well, a few days after he got out of jail, he gets a phone call from the boyfriend of this girl. He explained to this gentleman that if he paid $50,000, the girl would drop all charges. And I think that was a good deal. Now, in most places that'd be classed as extortion. Is it extortion? Yeah, of course it's extortion. But in such cases, it's looked upon as an out-of-court settlement. I think if the boyfriend should have got their lawyer, the girl's lawyer, to do it, then it would have been 150% clear, but it was 100% clear anyway. What happened? I take it the gentleman paid the $50,000, which was the sensible thing to do, even though you have to ensure that once there's one payment, there's no more. Because if you pay once, you pay again. After we solve that problem, it's the problem of getting the arrest off his record, which can be expunged, but it can take time. And again, it's going to cost money. So, this gentleman just looking for some cheap thrills, nearly destroyed his life and caused himself a lot of embarrassment, a lot of problems, and I'm sure it did cost him a lot of money to clean up. The moral of this story is, don't go doing stupid things. Before you do anything stupid, potentially stupid, even if it's innocently stupid, think about what you have to lose. If you've got nothing to lose, then okay, go for it. Go and have fun. If you've got anything to lose, or if you don't have the money to get yourself out of trouble, don't go doing stupid things. Hunter Biden can do stupid things, take drugs, traffic prostitutes, be with prostitutes. He can do what he wants because his daddy's the president and they've got plenty of money. And for the moment, he can get away with his lifestyle. If you want the Hunter Biden lifestyle, it helps to have a daddy that's the president. If you want the Tony Soprano lifestyle, remember that was a TV show, it wasn't reality. And most people in that world either end up dead or in jail. So the moral of this story is, as I said, before you go and do anything stupid, think about what you have to lose and if it's worth it. If you're just after cheap thrills, be very, very careful, because those cheap thrills can turn out to be very, very, very expensive. If you check my books are on Amazon. There's more stories in there of my experiences of the past 30 years in the private investigation, close protection world, etc. And again, I said there's little bits of wisdom in there and little bits of advice to help people avoid doing the stupid things in life, which to me are common sense, but for some people they need a little bit of education on. So remember to be good little boys and girls and stay out of trouble.